Hello and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. As you can see here, we are at the Iron Peaks Mining Co. Mine shaft. I wanted to, now that we have a nice big pile of ore there, I wanted to at least get this dumper here filled, just because it's been sitting here and I just wanted to see how full it does go. Plus, I realised there is really no time restraints on any of this. Usually with farming, we have to worry about, crop schedules and all that. Alright, so we're full now. We got one more bucket just to have it ready for when we do need it. And that should do just fine. So now, now our maximum fill here is 5,400. Good. Perfect. Right, I do quite enjoy the mine here. It's quite nice. I did, actually, when we were here before, I got distracted by the tower and I found a collectible up there. I did actually want to check out the mine itself. So, I reckon, since, as I was saying, there is no time restraints, really, for anything, I'm not too worried. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Not too worried about, sleeping and resting and worrying about time and all that, because it's all logging. Right, it'll grow. It'll be there ready for harvest any time. If anything, I want to spend more time in the winter while it's snowing. But yes, just before we rest for the night. Oh, hello. This is very nice. Ah, see, now this is a place where there could be a cheeky collectible. Excuse me, can I enter here? Oh, I can do. What have you got? Nothing. It's very cool though. Look at the detail. So these will come on through here, and unless they're inside, could you imagine? Nah, right, that's too cheeky. Right, so they go this way, and then they go, into the mine itself. Oh, see, now that's pretty cool. That's very cool. Right, and then it would go along here, and we'd go like that, and so on and so forth. So, there's a. Okay, we won't tell anyone, but we're gonna sneak in here. Security guard is off duty. Oh, wow. Ah, that's cool. That's like is that like the mini steam engine that pulls the other miniature carts? That's absolutely brilliant. Go around this way. Hello. Mighty big beast you are. Wow. Alright, well there we have a bear collectible, a bear sculpture. Collect, please. You found the bear sculpture, just 17 more to go. Right, well that is absolutely brilliant. So that £50,000 is going to go towards our next production. Right, I did check everything else out here. I got too excited. I would like to go in here, but I do not think we can do. But maybe we'll try another time. Does look very scary down there anyways. Let us leave. Yeah, we got a collectible. So now we have the option. Do we purchase a collectible for us? Purchase a collectible, cheeky. Do we purchase a production that we can buy now? Because if we go up to the paper mill, it was 100 and... Oh, we've almost got pallets. Amazing. Do we purchase the... I've got stuck now in here. Do we purchase, for example, let's go to the town. Right, furniture factory is probably more than we can afford at the moment. 110. Alright, so that's an option. So is... I suppose we shouldn't stand on the road. This wood turner production was cheap as well, 80,000, and I believe there was one for 50. But I just want to have a very quick check on the sales. Nothing in the sales. Construction, production. If we have a look at... Right, 180. Oof, that's a big building. Well, let me just very quickly show you where I want to put that. I love the detail. I absolutely love the detail in this. Oh, it's amazing. It looks so good. Right. cotton and oaks antique seat. We should just have a mosey down through the... Ah, got to pump it up. Right, oops, sorry mate. Okay, so there's the Silverrun Fire and Rescue. Now we're going to make our way down to our land on foot. Oh, here's the museum. Oh, yes, there's our bear, wolf, owl. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love that they're in display. Well, on display. That is incredible. It really shows the size difference. That first one. That's the only reason I could see that one from as far as I did, because it's actually quite a big sculpture. Well, look at that. This is going to be incredible when we get this filled up. I cannot wait. We'll come back visit here more often. Right. Let's make a jaunt down to the... Oh, you got your chippery. Freya's seafood. Love it, love it, love it. Right, let's make our way. What was that? Oh, it's maybe church. What's that? Oh, it's probably a boat or something. I heard like a honk. It's like, what is that sound? Alright, let's cross over here. So we've got Kubota signage. Yes, yes, indeed. Right, so carefully cross across the tracks. And we've arrived at our metal factory. Well, to be. So this little corner is actually our land. It is very central to where we need to bring metal, so the roller coaster, for example. But we have a nice access as well to it, because this road here actually does lead, as you can see, directly to our place. So I reckon this is a really good spot for the factory. We've got lots of wood to clear, but that's fine, because we need to make money to afford the factory. Let's very quickly... What is that? So I've just seen this, just now, that's part of the Platinum expansion. Wow, they've got some... Oh, that's incredible, look at that. Production building with photovoltaics. Does that mean, like, the solar panels on the roof? That is amazing. Right, oh, that's an old one. Alright, we'll move on to productions. Too many things at once. Right, so, not enough money. Oh, yes, very true. Right, so, I'll have to have a look at where... Right, let's... Oh, there we go. I couldn't see the area. So that's where our pallets will come out. That's where we put the iron ore. What is it? Reed and Sons. Oh, it's going to be so good. So I reckon we could put the front of the building kind of facing this way. And then turn it into... Yeah... Turn it into a nice thing, or it could even be like this, actually. It doesn't really matter, because we can't afford it anyways. And we've got some trees to clear. I reckon this... Oh, I suppose I could put it here without clearing any trees, but we need the money. So, I suppose we could even come down now. It's not like it's too dark. If it does get too dark out, then we will... Oh, let's have a look at the train coming through. Honk honk, choo choo, hello. Brilliant. Right. See you later, train. Right. Enough of that. Let's, you know what we could do? Let's hop in the Komatsu, and let's just bring it down there, and start cutting down some trees. We don't have to load them all today. We can get them cut, or at least a few cut, and then we can, yeah, get them loaded up. So we'll take a journey down there. I will not time-lapse or jump cut, because we've never been down this way before. So, and it's fairly close as well. So we will take this right out of our property. Nice little bridge there. We'll cross eventually. Just follow it down. Okay, I've hit a... Oh, right. So we'll go down, not a left here or a right, but sort of a straight and then a left. Here we are. Right. This is just absolutely stunning. So all this area that we're in now is our land to do with what we will. I reckon we'll do a lot of the forestry along the edge here, because production-wise we can invest in some of these nearer productions and possibly make some decent money doing it. My only concern now is that I'm gonna... I don't know, I'd like to cut down these trees and buy a small production and start there, but I really want to get the metal going. I think that would be very profitable as well. Not just for the what do you call it? Not just for the roller coaster, but for the actual money you can make from it. Right, so we'll open this up. There we are. Start with this one, actually. Right, let's just very quickly get our tag out. Now, what was it to change? Can't remember. Change markers. We were using this one, so we'll continue to use that one. Oh, hello. There we are. So that is a pine. Where's the track? There is the track. Right, so that's a pine. This is a ponderosa pine. And we'll go this way as well. I suppose we could take these little ones. Right. This big fella here as well. We shouldn't have any troubles cutting those down here. We'll start with those and see. Oops. Right. Okay, so get rid of that. We approach and we can hold O and we can cut. So I'll try and get these in a nice pile. I'm still not very good at controlling the harvester once the tree's cut. I'm getting a hang of how to... I also don't want to not see them, because it's quite... yeah, it's quite bushy in this area, if you will. But we'll just get these cut here, because it seems like a nice area. Ah, right, I want to make sure they're not too close together, or I'll struggle to get them. Actually, what I can do is just this. I know it seems a bit silly. It's like, why wouldn't you put them together? But nah, it'll make sense in the future. It's just more difficult to actually grab them, I found, when they're side by side in a nice pile. Makes grabbing them very difficult. Right, so we can line up with this one a bit too well. I think I've lined up a bit too well. There we go. So I think as soon as you see that ring, you can hold O, and then you cut, hold O until it lines up, and then you're good to go. Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Right. So we'll do this one a bit different. There we go. Give it a bit of a space in between. No, it's not much of a space, but it's alright. We could probably bring down the little tractor as well, the Volvo tractor, and get the winch and help move things around if we really need to. Ah, you know, I've just realised we have to clear stumps as well. Right, I think I might have just changed my mind on what to do. I think I will purchase a production instead, a small production, because I suppose we could lease a... Is this tree too small? Oh no, there we are. I've just thought about that. We have to get some sort of tree stump, or tree grinder, I suppose, a tree stump grinder, sorry. Because how are we supposed to put things in this land if we have stumps everywhere? That's problematic. Well, let's have a look actually and see. Forestry equipment. Now, we have... okay, so we could lease that. How much is that to lease, though? £1,300. That's also the same, but just more expensive. I don't even know if our little tractor can run that. I don't know what our tractor's capacity is. 140, that's alright. Still too small for that. I suppose the other option... Is there any new additions? Right, that's a higher horsepower, though, than we can do. Wow, look at that. Wood cracker. I love that. Right. I suppose we need to look into... I know the skid steer has one. There you are. but I don't really want to... I suppose if I am going to, I would get the Kubota, but I'd like that Kubota, but that's outrageous. Actually, this one's quicker, innit? But if I was to lease it, I'd obviously go with this option. How much to lease that? So that's £1,700. I do have the lease to own mod though, so but I didn't want to use it on a skid steer and stump grinder. Well, we'll have to just keep cutting some trees. We'll load them up and we'll go from there. I really don't know what to do. I might actually purchase a smaller production first and then make it worthwhile. Ooh, I have just thought of a good idea actually. You know what I'm going to do? This is cheeky, potentially, but I'm going to lease to own the maximum size Kubota skid steer. This fella here. I know it seems a bit silly. I don't need the tracks. I'm not using it for forestry. I'm going to use it more for pallets as well. So if I even get this one, lease it out at 28, blimey, then at least I can load pallets with it, because I'm going to have to. I'm going to have paper pallets and other productions. So yes, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to, before I purchase the metal factory, I am going to purchase another factory of some kind. Probably something that I can start building the roller coaster with. So I'll have to have a look at that. But I think it would be the... oh, which one? What's it called now? The... blimey, forgotten. The wood turner, because you can make the staircase railings from there. Anything that you turn wood, really. Right, this is a mess anyways. I might as well just put them wherever. Again, don't want them close. Oh, that could not be closer. That's alright. Can lift some of these by hand. Move them out the way. Right. Well, space-wise, at this point doesn't matter because we can't afford it. I believe there is a small tree right there, so we'll cut that one. We'll cut those two little ones, and then we'll... the three little ones, perhaps. There's two here and then one to the left. So we'll get that, and then one to the right. There's always going to be more trees, so no matter. But if we can line up nice... Oh, have I got too close? Oh, there we go. You have to be really close for that one. That's right, this one I can just pick up a hand. Let's drive over it first. Alright. So, what I might do then is I might actually go grab the loader and do that now. I thought it would get a lot darker sooner for some reason, but it hasn't, so that's good. Right, so we'll just put this to the side for now. Oh right, I've got some logs there as well. Here, I'll put this out the way. I reckon the stump grinder is something that's going to need to be purchased though, so it's really hard to see these. Put these just over here maybe. The hand ones. I could do some landscaping, but I don't want to yet. Right, any ones that I can do by hand I will move over here. So far I've found... Oh, hello. That's a train. Right, put these all the way over there for some reason. I find that this playthrough, this series, doesn't involve a lot of time lapses, or at least not yet. But I think that's fine. I have no problem rambling on, as I'm sure if you've watched any of my content, be it Fruling most likely, I can ramble and ramble for days, mate, for days, and that's not a problem, even when I'm under the weather, if you will. But that's no matter because we are having fun with it, and I reckon I'll do some time lapsing in the future. There's just so much new. There's so many new things to do and to explore around, to see. So I'm just trying to see where. Oh, hello. Once we do clear the land, we will see if there's any remaining logs which we can tend to in the future at that time. I believe there was another pile. Here we are. So there's one, probably just the one actually. Right, okay, so I'll grab that one, and we'll move it to the side. Right, okay, now what we'll do is we'll head back to the farm, grab the Volvo SM462 forwarder, I'm still calling it that, even though I'm not 100% certain that's what it's called, and we shall make our way down there, so we'll see you down there. Alright, we'll get nice and lined up here with the first few logs that we have to get. Right, as I was saying before about what was I saying before? About the different production options. Yeah, I mean there's so many, right? So it's hard to say specifically which is the best one. But since I'd like to, I guess sort of, I mean I would like to do them all. Let's be honest. But yeah, I think the best course of action for the next little while here is to. I'm still figuring out this thing here. As soon as I do, then I can grab the logs. Right, if I go up like that and then go down. Right. Again, if I was mid-thought and midway through saying something and I've ceased to say it, please let me know, and then I can at least try and go back on my thoughts. But oops. Right. Okay. We'll get this one loaded, and then I won't make you suffer through the entirety of the loading because it's still a bit it's a work in progress, right? It's a work in progress, and yeah, there we go. Once I did pick this log up like absolute rubbish, so that one's on me. Well, it's all on me, isn't it? Right, I'm just gonna start loading logs. Well, there we have that load. I know there's one hidden amongst here, but I reckon, yeah, perfect. Alright, well I am quite pleased actually with my loading skills now. Yeah, we can probably... Oh wow. Oh well. That might have helped. Actually, I don't know if it would have. It's almost too bright. Right. Let's find our little pile. Here we are. Here, actually, yeah, it's a bit much. We don't need all those lights just yet. Right, so we'll load these on. We'll load these on. And yes, I have decided that I'll wait until I actually have pallets to move. But the reason that I would do the bigger Kubota on lease to own is because I was looking at the lease to own description, and although the actual loan, like the cost it costs you to actually lease to own, like it's a very small percentage. It's about 2 or 3%. It's quite small, but the difference is that once you own it, the resale value on the actual machine itself is only 22% of the original cost, right? So that is the downside to lease to own. So if you're gonna lease to own something, make sure it's something you really want to keep. That's why I would go for the Kubota, and probably not the big one with the tracks, but the smaller of the two. Right, I think here we'll have one more brightly lit peruse. Okay, I think we've managed all that we need. So what we're going to do now is we'll head over without getting hit by the train. Right, so this is our first time driving through the little town. Don't have beacons, unfortunately, or I'd put them on. Right, go this way. Oh my gosh, sorry mate, I didn't see you coming this way. Right, hop into first person. Right, as I've said, I reckon the wood turner will be the best option, because I believe in looking at the production's maps that were released, we can also produce pepper grinders and bowls. So those are two more items, along with paper, that we can just make just to sell. So we really are investing in the future by purchasing these productions. I believe it was just up the way here, but I might have gone the wrong way. Right, there's the station. We passed the museum. What is... Oh, that's the furniture factory there. So we are going right there. Perfect. Just turn in here. Now, I believe we can turn in and just park without... Here, I'm just going to shut it down. Oh, got my lights on. Right, okay, so that's there. So if we wanted to sell it, we could sell the wood. Actually, I'm curious, how much could we sell the wood for here if we were to? Wood turner 3,027. So it's actually, well, no, it's not much better than anything else. Elm Creek, that must be the train. Container warehouse. Oh, hang on a minute. That must be... So I saw this the other day, not on the recording, but yes, we have containers, shipping containers. So we can sell logs via the containers. So we'd open this up, we would load the logs in and bring them to the container warehouse. So we can have different sizes. Right, the base price is $38.50, so who knows, that might be worth it. The problem is, what do we do with this? We can load it, but I have a feeling our little skid steer that we eventually own won't be able to load this. I highly doubt it. We would need a flatbed of some kind, or a low loader, to put this on, and we could just keep it on. Unless it sells the container as well. I'm not too certain of that. Right, we're not selling. We are purchasing. Right, so we're going to be making all these things, or just, I think it's bowls like that, and pepper grinders. Right, let's do it. So this one is going to be 80,000 purchased. So now we have 40,000 remaining, or 39,844. Right, so as you can see here, let's just get this in first and watch the numbers at the bottom. Right, so we've just brought 6,047 litres of wood, which means... Oh, no, we don't need those. We don't have any planks long. You do get a few more bowls, but planks long would go straight to the roller coaster. So, staircase railing. It takes 100 to make 220. That's not bad. Oh, it... 50 to make 100. Okay, so that's about the same. But they do... Oh, they're running in unison, actually. That's quite good. So as long as we can get a few pallets out in the beginning, that's perfect. Because, yeah, staircase railings, I'm almost certain that it needs it at the roller coaster. Paper we do not... Oh, look at that. Alright, we have to go visit there. But before we do that, I want to just have a quick look at the roller coaster, which is here. Right, as you can see at the bottom of the screen there, I'll just turn that off, we need all those things, but yes, staircase railing, we need 2,000 litres. So we need just over 2 pallets. It's too bad. I wonder if we can spawn a half pallet, because then I don't want to... we must need more for the future. Because I don't want to waste it. Oh, I suppose this is a sales point, isn't it? Right, I'm rambling. Let's very quickly, before we wrap everything up, I just want to make sure I've turned off all my equipment. Right, let's go to the paper mill, or paper factory, and... oh, right. Maybe they're more than 1,000 litres. Is it because it's on storing? No, not selling. Storing. Ah. It must be more than 1,000 litres, because they haven't come out yet. So, alright, I guess time will tell. We shall see. Well, we will leave it there for now. Actually, very quickly, let's go to our new production, so we can see it in all its glory. Ah yes, the lathe wood turning workshop. Very beautiful. Right, well that will do for this episode. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.